Now the third step that we do is the stability analysis in the design of the counterfort retaining walls. So just like we did in the stability analysis of the cantilever retaining walls, we will do the same stability analysis here also. So the first stability analysis that we do is the stability analysis against overturning. See, this PA force is acting in the horizontal direction, and this PA tries to overturn the counterfort retaining wall above the toe. So we have to check that whether there is stability against overturning in the counterfort retaining wall, so that it does not overturn above the toe. So what we do is we just check the factor of safety. The factor of safety must be greater than 1.4. So this is the diagram. We know that the length of the base is 6 meters. See, this is the weight which is acting at a distance x bar equal to 2.24 meters, and this is your PA force, that is the lateral earth pressure which is acting at a distance of h by 3. We know that the overturning moment about the end of the toe. See, now we are taking every movement about this end of the toe. Toe का ये जो end है, now we will take every movement about this end, because PA will generate overturning moment about this end. So overturning moment m naught will be equal to, see, the force is PA and the perpendicular distance of PA from the base of the retaining wall is h by 3. So PA into h by 3, so you will get 801.64 kilonewton meter. See, put the value of PA, we already calculated, it is 253.15, H is 9.5, so you will get 801.64 kilonewton meter. So this is the overturning moment which is being produced by PA force. Now see, now which force will resist this overturning moment? See, this weight is acting in the downward direction, so this weight will take the O point in the clockwise direction. PA तो आपका इस टो को किसके अबाउट लेके जा रहा था, आपका किस डायरेक्शन में लेके जा रहा था, आपका एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, but W is taking this O point in the clockwise direction, so this weight will act as a will produce a resisting moment about the toe. So this resisting moment will be equal to weight into its perpendicular distance from the end of the toe. So weight का टो के एंड से डिस्टेंस कितना हो जाएगा आपका, सी वी नो डैट टोटल एल आई नो, एक्स बार मुझे पता है, तो डब्ल्यू का एंड ऑफ द टो से कितना डिस्टेंस हो जाएगा, एल माइनस एक्स बार. So W into L minus X bar, put all the values, you will get 2772.02 kilonewton meter. Now put the values in the formula of factor of safety against overturning. So it is 0.9 mr upon m naught. Put all the values, you will get 3.1, which is greater than 1.4, therefore okay. Therefore our counterfort retaining wall is stable against overturning. It will not overturn about the toe. Now the second stability analysis that we have to check is the stability analysis against sliding. Now again, this PA force, this lateral earth pressure, this force tries to slide this retaining wall along the horizontal direction. So the frictional force that acts within the interface between the soil and the retaining wall, this tries to resist the sliding effect of the PA. So first we will find out the frictional resisting force. We know that frictional resisting force capital F is equal to mu into R. Mu is the coefficient of friction and R is the total reaction force. See, the total reaction force is equal to the total downward weight, total incoming downward weight. So mu into W, put the value mu equal to 0.5, put the total value of W, you will get 368.62 kilonewton. Now just put the values in the formula for factor of safety against sliding. So the formula for factor of safety against sliding is 0.9 F upon PA. So after putting all the values, you will get 1.31, which is less than 1.4. Therefore, the retaining wall is not safe against sliding. That is, when the soil will be filled, the soil will will slide the retaining wall, and the retaining wall will move along the soil in the horizontal in the horizontal direction. See, now for safety, we know that the factor of safety that is required is 1.4. So we will just find out that 1.4 factor of safety के लिए आपको कितना frictional force चाहिए. So so factor of safety equal to 1.4. PA we know that. Now the value of F that we need for factor of safety to be 1.4 is 393.79 kilonewton. But हमारे पे जो factor of safety जो frictional force आया है वो आया है 368.62 kilonewton. So therefore total unbalanced frictional force कितना है, मतलब मतलब हमें और कितना additional frictional force चाहिए, that will be equal to 393.79 minus 368.62. You will get 25.17 kilonewton. See, whenever a retaining wall is not safe against sliding, we provide a shear key. So in this case also we will provide a shear key. So shear key, you have to keep one point in mind, that the shear key is provided at the interface of the heel slab and the stem का जो और जो heel slab का जो interface है, the shear key is provided at that interface, because ये हम इसलिए करते हैं so that the reinforcement of the stem can be extended up to the shear key. So first of all we will assume any desired dimension of the shear key, and then we will check if it is sufficient or not. So we will just start with the smaller dimension. So we will provide a shear key of 200 by 200 mm. See, when we provide a shear key, passive earth pressure starts to act on the retaining wall. So see, यहाँ पे जो soil थी, this soil will try to push the retaining wall away from it. So the soil pressure which is acting on the back of the retaining wall is your active earth pressure. See, you have to keep this point in mind, that whenever the retaining wall moves away from the soil, it is your active earth pressure. So and whenever the retaining wall moves towards the soil, it is your passive earth pressure. So if we consider this part of the soil, this soil will try to push the retaining wall away from it. So here the soil will exert active earth pressure. But when we introduce a shear key in the retaining wall, the soil which is on the left part, or you can say which is on the rear part of the which is on the front part of the retaining wall, it starts to exert a passive earth pressure on the retaining wall. So इस साइड से आपका जो soil है, it exerts a passive earth pressure on this counterfort retaining wall. चाहे जो भी retaining wall हो, whether it is a cantilever retaining wall or whether it is a counterfort retaining wall, whenever you produce a shear key, it starts to exert a passive earth pressure in the opposite direction. So अब कितना passive earth pressure वो लगाएगा, अब वो हम कैसे निकालते हैं? See, we know that this total length is 4 meters and this length is 3.4 meters. The total length of the base slab is 6 meters. So ये जो portion है, the length of this portion will be if I subtract 3.4 meters from 6 meters, I will get the length of this portion. So the length of this portion will be 2.6 meters. 6 minus 3.4, you will get 2.6 meters. So the length of this portion will be 2.6 meters. The dimensions of the shear key we have taken as 0.2 meter depth and 0.2 meter width. Now from the level of the shear key, ये जो level है shear key का, यहाँ से एक आप phi angle पे draw a line. So you drew a line at an angle of phi equal to 30 degrees. तो ये जो height होती है आपकी, this much height of the soil, this much soil takes part in exerting a passive earth pressure on the retaining wall. अब हम क्या करते हैं, फ्रॉम द टॉप से हम क्या करते हैं, 0.3 मीटर का हम एक क्लियरेंस ले लेते हैं, बिकॉज द टॉप सॉइल इट कैन बी इरोडेड. सो it might be possible that the topsoil after erosion will not exert any pressure on the retaining wall. सो यहाँ पे हम 0.3 मीटर का हम क्लियरेंस ले लेते हैं. सो आपकी आपकी टोटल हाइट कितनी आ गई? 2.9, 2.9 प्लस 0.3, 3.2 मीटर्स आ गई आपकी. सी ये वाली डेप्थ आपको ऑलरेडी पता है. इट इज गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन दैट द रिटेनिंग वॉल इज 1.5 मीटर्स बिलो द ग्राउंड लेवल. This depth you know 0.2 meters, and ये वाली जो depth है you can find out by applying tan theta in this triangle. So tan theta will be equal to perpendicular upon base. So the perpendicular will be base into tan 30. So 2.6 into tan 30 you will get 1.5 meters. So total height will be this. So this much soil will exert a passive earth pressure on the retaining wall. ऊपर का पोर्शन नहीं, रिटेनिंग वॉल के बेस स्लैब के नीचे की जितनी भी सॉइल है, दिस सॉइल विल एक्सर्ट अ पैसिव अर्थ प्रेशर ऑन दिस रिटेनिंग वॉल. सी नाउ वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट दिस प्रेशर. अगर मैं इस वाले ट्राइंगल में से इफ आई सब्ट्रैक्ट दिस स्मॉलर ट्राइंगल, आई विल गेट द वैल्यू ऑफ दिस ट्रेपीजियम. So therefore the force resisted by the shear key will be equal to half. See, हम कैसे निकालते हैं पैसिव अर्थ प्रेशर फोर्स हम कैसे निकालते हैं? हाफ के पी इंटू गामा ई इंटू एच स्क्वायर. नाउ इन दिस केस वी हैव टू ट्राइंगल्स, so I will subtract this smaller triangle from this larger triangle in order to get the value of this trapezium part. So the value of the bigger triangle will be half kp gamma e into h2 का whole square minus छोटे वाले ट्राइंगल की वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? हाफ के पी गामा ई एच वन स्क्वायर. सो व्हेन यू विल टेक हाफ के पी गामा ई एज कॉमन, you will get half kp gamma e bracket h2 square minus h1 square. Now put all the values. So by putting all the values, you will get 177.735 kilonewton. See now, after introducing the shear key, a force of 177.735 kilonewton is being exerted by the soil on the retaining wall in the opposite direction, which is much greater than the unbalanced shear force, unbalanced frictional force. Sorry, correct this, unbalanced frictional force. Therefore, okay. And therefore, the size of the shear key that we have provided is fine. See, one thing हमने H1 H2 कैसे निकाला? See, ये वाली हाइट वी न्यू दैट इट इज 1.5 मीटर्स. नाउ ऊपर से हमने 0.3 मीटर्स का क्लियरेंस लिया, सो दिस हाइट विल बी 1.5 माइनस 0.3 पॉइंट, इट विल गिव यू 1.2 मीटर्स. द टोटल हाइट वाज 3.2 मीटर. So 3.2 minus 0.3 clearance, you will get 2.9 meters. Now let's come to the next stability analysis, which is stability against soil pressure. See, now we have to check that whether the the base of the whether the base of the retaining wall is sufficient enough to accommodate the soil pressure or not. See, what happens when the load comes in the downward direction. Uh, uh, See, we know that the retaining wall is supported on the soil. So the total weight of the soil and the retaining wall is exert is transferred ultimately to the soil. And suppose if the stresses due to the total weight of the soil and the retaining wall exceeds the safe bearing capacity of the soil, there will be shear failure in the soil. So therefore, in order to prevent the failure of the soil, we have to check that whether it is safe against soil pressure or not. So for this, see, this is a triangle. This is your counterfort retaining wall. So total weight is acting at a distance of 2.24 meters. PA is acting at a distance of h by 3 from the base. Suppose the total soil reaction capital R is acting at a distance of x from the end of the toe. Suppose this end of the toe is capital O. See, whenever total weight, that is the weight of the soil and the weight of the retaining wall, acts in the downward direction, the soil exerts a vertical reaction in the upward direction. So that upward soil reaction is resultant soil reaction is capital R. And suppose this capital R is acting at a distance of small x from the end of the toe. Now we will take the moment of all the forces about this end, that is about the point O. See, first of all, we will take the R force. So R force will take O point in the anti-clockwise direction. So we have taken minus. So minus force is R and the perpendicular distance is X. So minus R into X. Then the second force is PA. So PA will also take O point in the anti-clockwise direction. So minus PA into perpendicular distance of PA from the O point is h by 3. So minus PA into h by 3 plus W. See, W is acting in the downward direction, so this force will take O point in the clockwise direction, and for clockwise we take positive. So plus W into perpendicular distance is 3.76. If I subtract 2.24 from 6, I will get this 3.76. So this is the perpendicular distance of capital W from the end of the toe. So this equal to 0. Now capital R will be equal to the total incoming weight in the downward direction. So after putting all the values, I will get the value of x equal to 2.67 meters. See, so see if you see this diagram, this is the top view of the base slab. So base slab ये है आपका, इसका I have drawn the top view. So base slab का ये जो width है, this width is 6 meters. So this width, that is capital L, is equal to 6 meters. See, we know that we take 1 meter for the design purpose. So यहाँ पे ये जो हमने length लिया है, this is for 1 meter length, or you can say that 1 meter width. अगर आप इसको length मान रहे हैं, so this will be width. So this is your diagram of the top view of the base slab of the retaining wall. And this width is 6 meters, and the length we have taken as 1 meter because we designed the retaining wall for 1 meter width or 1 meter length. If you're taking this as width, then this will be length, and if you're taking this as length, this will be width. So for this type of section, we know that it is a rectangular section. Therefore the centroid of this rectangular section will be at the CG, will be at half of the length. So length कितनी है आपकी 6, so therefore the position of centroid will be L by 2, that is 6 by 2, that is 3 meters. See, now centroid is at 3 meters from the end of the toe, and we found by our calculation that the total resultant R is acting at a distance of 2.67 meters from the end of the toe. So आपका CG से आपका R का distance कितना हो जाएगा? If I subtract 2.67 from 3, I will get eccentricity, that is the distance of R from the CG. So you will get 0.33 meters. So eccentricity E will be equal to L by 2 minus x, that is 3.3 minus 2.67, you will get 0.33 meters. Now we know the formula of maximum and minimum stress. So Q max and Q minimum, and this is equal to this final formula we will use, W by L bracket 1 plus minus 6 E by L. So put all the values. So if you will put plus value, you will get Q max. If you will put here minus, you will get Q minimum. So Q max will come out to be 163.42 and the Q minimum will come out to be 82.33. See, you will see that both of these values, both the stresses due to the total incoming downward load is smaller than the safe bearing capacity of the soil. Safe bearing capacity of the soil आपकी कितनी थी? 210 kilonewton per meter square. So all of these stresses, maximum and minimum stresses due to the total vertical downward load is lesser than the safe bearing capacity of the soil. Therefore, it is safe against soil pressure. So this much is your design process up to the stability analysis. We will do now we will do the design of each component of the retaining wall in the next lecture.